Hello, welcome back to Blueprints. I believe this is my 11th stream. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. If this is your first time watching me, hello, my name is Lara, I love puzzle games, etc, etc. I say the same thing every time, so it must be really boring for people who are watching this through on YouTube later. Obviously I have my live Twitch chat joining me. I also have TikTok chat, which will not be on the screen, so apologies if you hear me talking to them and I have no idea what I'm talking about. We are on day 21 in game, so I'm going to click this and then we'll talk about the strategy. So, what we are doing at the moment, or what we did last time, and we were so close, to getting this. Sorry, we were looking for the chess pieces. We were one chess piece away from getting it right, but I don't know what happens if we get it right. I say one, we were actually two, but at least we know where all the others are, but I don't know where the queen is. But let me react to chat for a second before we get back to the game. Within a month of me starting, I cannot keep up with medicine. People get in touch. You only been doing it for a month. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I'm so glad for you. That's a lot of success. Hello, stream. Nice to be with you again. Blueprint sounds terrifying. What's going on? Okay, so Blueprints is a puzzle game. It's a roguelike puzzle game. In fact, let me do the intro. So I can chat to you all about the game, because there's always people joining who have never played the game before, never seen the game before. So if that's you, yeah, we've got 7 on our allowance now. Blueprints is a roguelike game. Wait, in fact, I'll tell you while I'm heading out to the outside room. Puzzle game where you go through doors and you place rooms in this grid here. The goal is to find room 46 of the 45 room manor. And every time you go through a doorway or over a threshold, as you can see, when I went through that gate, you lose a step. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. And you only start with 70. I'm already down to 68. There's a lot of puzzles within puzzles, a lot of like things that I've figured out as we've gone along. There's too many to explain quickly, so that's the general gist, but it's a lot more layered and, convoluted than you think it might be. So let's see what we get. I probably shouldn't start with doing this, but I feel like it's the best, maybe the best way to go. Okay. Right, so our aim today is to try and get as many rooms as possible, as many different rooms as possible, so that we can find where the queen goes. However, I do love the schoolhouse, and I do want to try and get the classrooms, but the classrooms being in the pool does mean I'm less likely to get all the other rooms, which is not great. So for those who are confused, who weren't here last time, there is a place I've just unlocked with a chessboard that looks like... Oh, I can't bring it up because we're not picking a room for that area, that's why. That looks like the map, and it appears to be that there are certain rooms that are certain chess pieces. Like, they have the chess pieces in the room, but when I have the map all laid out, if I put those chess pieces on the chessboard, something will happen. But I haven't found which room is the queen's room, and I have to get this. I know which room the king's room is, but I have to actually get that room. Can I say my idea for the queen piece? Yeah, I guess so, as long as it's based just on your own ideas and you haven't looked it up. The shrine is wonderful, but will not be useful at all until we find the queen. Yeah, I mean, it could give us better... I don't know what the different blessings from the shrine can be, to be honest. I've only ever had it once, and it was something like stuff is less expensive or something like that. Trading post, I'm not super fussed about, but it might be the call for today because I don't really want to make the pool of rooms worse. I do like the schoolhouse because I liked doing the classrooms and figuring out all of the puzzles. But right now, I don't think it's the way to go. Study gives me matriarch vibes. I mean, if that's your theory, it's not one of the other chess pieces. Oh no, there's a black king in the study. So we know it's not in there, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm just looking at all my stuff here. Yeah, okay. Okay, we need to just make a decision. Right, so do we pick the schoolhouse and we change this run and we make it about trying to find the classrooms and we do any chess pieces along the way, or do we do the trading post and just start looking for chess pieces straight away? That's my two options, basically. I vote schoolhouse. Trading post. Ooh, we've had 2 different votes. Someone on TikTok has said trading post. Get that caffeine in my system. In my blood. Let's go. Afternoon, Shogun. Okay. You only have 1 vote for each. I'm gonna have to pick. This is why this game takes me so long, is I'm terrible at making decisions. I'm gonna go trading post. No, I'm gonna go schoolhouse. We're not gonna go in. Last time there was an apple on the desk, but there doesn't appear to be this time. So we're not gonna go in. We're not gonna use another step. But now we have more classrooms, which adds to the pool of rooms. But I do love the classrooms, so I'm gonna go with it. Okay, now 13 is our star, so I think 14 doesn't get us anything specific. Maybe it does. I don't remember. Okay, right. So now we know that it's not about the position of the rooms, but it's easier to fill the first 3 levels because they're less likely to need keys. So I'm just gonna get started. We still need to actually find the ones. We still need to put down the rooms that we know will have the right things in them. But we still need to find which one the queen is in. Let's go left. That was my plan too. Let's go left. We're going to try and do as many as we can, and having keys is also very useful. So I'm going to put the den down. The den has a pawn in it. So that's a good shout right off the bat. There should be a pawn in here. See, there it is. And we're not even going to attempt to think about what the puzzle in this room is, because I don't know, and I won't, and I will figure it out eventually. Okay, we've already got a classroom, and it's a very good spot for the classroom. However, if I put the nook down, we've already got the rook sorted. The nook does come up a lot, though. Ooh, nook. Chat says nook. Yeah, nook. Cool. Okay, so we're also getting a key, and we're also getting. So now we have den and rook this run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note of which ones we've got, which ones we're still looking for. Hold on. Den. So we still need the bishop, knight, the king, and the queen. So the bishops are in the chapel, and probably one other place that we haven't found yet. If we're going by chess rules, which is what I have been going by, I'm assuming there's 2 of most of the pieces, 2 rooms that most of the pieces are in. The pawns will be in lots of them because there's 8 pawns. But the king and the queen will only be in one specific room. That's the logic I'm following, because I think that makes a lot of sense, but it could be incorrect. Because right now, you know what, let's go through the list really quickly, so that you guys have it as well. So, we have found we have found pawns in the den, the storeroom, and the nursery. We found the rook in the nook. We found the bishop in the chapel. We found the king in the office. We found the knight in the observatory. We do not know where the queen is, but I imagine there's other places for the rook, the bishop, and the knight that we haven't found yet. But I could be wrong. It could be a one only situation. So yeah, Shogun, the aim for this run is to find as many unique rooms as possible. Ooh. Now, I know that there's nothing in the pantry, because I remember checking that last time. I do want the library, but I also could use security. And the library's not that important, except for A, to check if there's a piece in there, and B, to see whatever book I borrowed. Yeah, I think security's the way to go. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stop asking you for every single thing, because I think that's when I get really stuck. These are all the same notes as before, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a looky. I feel like I've logged in here since I learned the password. Yeah. Did you see something? Hold on. Let's Oh, okay. I'm sure I've done this already. Because I can do special orders. But I guess that only works for the following few days, and I've not had it. Do a shuffle. Of the audio? Oh, of the game. Yeah, it's got great audio. Night video security. I didn't see the night. Okay, I need to turn it around once I'm off the computer. I'm gonna request a shovel gets added to the commissary. Sorry, I realize I'm doing a lot of this as if... Where's the knight? Oh, it's up there! Oh my god. Okay, so we now know that there's a one in the security office, which is another one we've got. So now we only have 3 left, and we've done one for every room we've been in. Now, quick reminder for those who don't remember from last week. The black chess pieces do not count. Security is also power line. Oh yeah, we were gonna go through that, weren't we? We were gonna go and look at all where the power lines are. But it's only between... Oh no, it's all 3 doors. I thought that wasn't connected there, but it is. Okay. I think we need to go through this one. Power lines should be a different run. Oh yeah, power lines are a different run, but it's something I feel like I should have been making a note of since the beginning. I think we need to take a second here and take an aside, because there's going to be people watching this later and on TikTok who have no idea what's going on. Like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of puzzles within puzzles. There's a lot of things. For example, these pictures are relevant. We've already worked out the puzzle for this one, but it's just like there's little things in every room that you don't think anything of, and then you come back and you go, wait a minute, that's actually this thing, and that's a code for this thing, and that's why you need an entire notebook for this game, which I still haven't done. But maybe we'll get around to before the next one. I'm going to say that every single time, and then we're going to finish the game. Set the toilet, it's useless. As far as we can tell, the lavatory is completely useless. Not in real life, but in this game. Which begs the question, does Simon ever need to pee? It's clearly not. Yeah, so right now we are looking for the chess pieces. That is our current goal. We're looking for white chess pieces to find out which rooms they all are assigned to. So we still need to get the chapel, the office, and whatever room the queen is in. well, the chapel or another room for the bishop. Knowing what I do now, I have started with a notebook that I mansion size good so I can fill that out with every room that has in every position. Exactly. Yes. I've actually pause for a second before we go through this door. Now we're hoping for the chapel room or whatever room, the other room for the bishop, if there's not more than one. If there's more than one, or I don't know, because I've only found 2 for the night, so I think my theory so far is correct. But I could be proven wrong. So I got this notebook because it was reduced. It was in the reduced section of the shop. Let me show you it. And I literally I was like, it's cute. I might use it at some point. I really love notebooks. I have so many. But it's grid paper. Can you even see that? I think it just shows as blank. It's hard to tell. And I'm like, do I use this for blueprints and do like sticky notes? But at the same time, it's not that kind of like, I feel like I need a ring bound notebook. So I think I mentioned this in the last stream and I never got around to actually telling you what I was thinking. Because sorry, the drawer's not closing. Close. Too many notebooks. I was thinking of getting Filofax do these notebooks that are disc bound, so you can put pages in and out in whatever order you want, and you can like take stuff out if you're not using it anymore. And I've been thinking about getting one of those for whatever puzzle game I'm playing at the time, because this notebook that I'm holding in my hands is my current puzzle notebook for stream, but it has like scrappy notes as well as proper, like this one, which is the blueprints one, which has proper written out stuff. I've also got like really scrappy rushed notes. I'm like, I do want to. Oh, and the first one I used it for was Inheritance of Crimson Manor. I printed out the mini map of the game so that I could draw stuff on it when I figured things out. But I don't know, because like I think it would be nice to have, and then I can just take out all the pages that I don't need once the game is done. I can just take the whole thing out. Anyway, sorry, I'm just kind of spitballing. I'm really kind of flighty today. My brain is not sticking with one. No, the word of the day book. Sticking with one thing. I'm going all over the place, and I know I always do that, but it's like worse today. Makes sense, be easier to keep track and update and file facts. Yeah, because I was thinking I would have like scrappy pages, and then once I've figured out what those, like, how things connect, I can take out the scrappy pages and write it neatly. Or I can keep the scrappy pages in. Oh my god. Did we disconnect? Did I lose you? I'm here. I'm still here. I swear. Hello. We all back. Okay, good. That was weird. It was really brief, though. Yeah, so, I think the Filofax is the way to go, but it's like, it's gonna be like £40 to buy the notebook and the paper, and it's one of those things where you have to buy their paper, or pay like another 40 quid for the hole punch, because the hole punch is like, it's the specific shape that it has to be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, yeek. Okay. I need to like put my brain back together because I'm jumping around so much. I'm not even following my own train of thought. Okay, put some music on. I said put some music on. Thank you. Chess pieces. Okay. Right. Okay, we had a brief chat about my note taking for blueprints, and then the stream died, but we're back now, and we're gonna keep moving. So, like I said, we're trying to get the chapel or whatever the bishop is in. Hello, Vic. Hi. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you doing? How's your day? I think it's listening to me. Because that's what I need. This is a bit spooky. Maybe it always gives you the options to get all the chess pieces, and I've just been picking the wrong rooms. So, we lose a gold every time we come in here, so we'll try and avoid coming in here too often, but now I just need the office and whatever the queen is in. Should work now. Oh, did you get a haircut? I assume if you go to the hairdresser, you weren't just like going there to collect hair. Well, welcome in. It's blueprints time. It's puzzle time. You're lucky you missed yesterday's because yesterday was horrific puzzles that were so hard. Yes, so we're doing chess pieces today. We still need the office and something for the queen. But since I'm already in the chapel, do I go back through security? Ooh, fantastic. A die refresh. Will chat break? Who knows? Do we have a list of room with no pieces in them? No, and I really should have made one. But I know that there was one that I said earlier, like, the pantry, I'm pretty sure doesn't have a chess piece. So I can say that one confidently. And as we come across more, I'll be able to double check. Yeah, okay. I think I want to go back through security. No, that's another step. We're just going to go this way. We'll just keep going the way we're going and hope that we get something with a door at the bottom. Excuse me. Do I go for the library? I haven't checked the library. Oh, but actually no, because we're not going to draft in the library. Because the library's benefit means we would get less common floor plans, so it's likely we might get the office from it, but there is no door to go through because it's just going to connect to the entrance hall. The boudoir doesn't... We checked the boudoir, didn't we? Yeah. So closet. We could go closet. I was thinking parlor, but I know that there is a black pawn in the parlor, so that's not going to give us a chess piece, but it will give us some gems, so it might be worth just doing that to go up the way since we're blocking off this door. I'm thinking parlor because it gives us another door, though the closet does give us items. They're both pretty good, but I don't want to really block this door off without giving another door somewhere. Closet's going to force you to not use the chapel again. That's true. Should be less coins disappearing. And I want to save the library for a better use. Now I'm starting to wonder if the game does always give me chess pieces. Like, every time it gives you 3, at least one of them will have a chess piece, right? I vote parlor, then go back to the entrance hall and go right. Or we can go through security. There's still a door there. By the way, if at any point I start not making sense, like, fully, you're like, I have no idea where your brain is going, just let me know, because I think that's the kind of brain I have today, and I'm trying to be succinct, and it's not working. Okay, I think I'm thinking parlor because I'm hesitant to not have a door. So we're gonna go parlor. And I'm gonna go through it. Haha. And we'll double check that I'm right about the black pawn being in here. Yeah, there it is. See? I want this to be something, but I think this is just a fun, puzzly looking thing. And there's no windows because we're against a wall. Right. You guys know how the parlor games works by now. I don't need to explain it to you. Gems are in the black box. Blank. The gems are in the box with the statement. Well, This can't be true or false because it's blank, right? So one of them has to, this one and this one have to. Okay. I think the gems are in the blue box. Cause gems are in the black box. The gems are in a box with a statement. If both of those, if the gems are in the black box, then both of those statements are true, and that cannot be the case. One of them has to lie. So I think this is the true statement, but this is the false statement, which means the gems are in here. Okay, fantastic. Through we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's not a chess piece in the bedroom. But more importantly, I think it's time to go to the observatory. Even though we've already got the knight, I think it would be good. Yeah, observatory has the white knight. We've already got the white knight, because there's also one in the security office. But I think we'll get whatever the benefit is. Actually, let me check. Let me check the book when I took the pictures. Pause. Oh, I don't think I took the next page. I don't think there's any benefits from the observatory until until we have 15 stars, and we currently only will be getting 14. Let's find out together. Okay, observatory time. Oh, I should have done the bedroom, you're right. Good steps. So, there's the other knight. Right, so, yeah. So we're not gonna get a new thing today, but we'll get a combination of stuff. So we could get keys, we could get... That's the last page, okay. So tomorrow I don't really care. Or tomorrow I'm gonna need to do stuff to do with items. Because the 15 stars will give us 50% off in the shops. I don't know if it's just the shops. It might also count for, like, food. No. Like, gems? Like, rooms? I don't know. Anyway, what are we gonna get? Give it to me. Apples are extra delicious. We got a diamond. And we got a pizza slice. So we get 3 steps. Fantastic. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We got quite a lot from that. Give me the office. Damn, okay. Do we go for the classroom? Even though it costs a gem. The only thing about the classroom is I've already done the first grade. The classroom will be facing up. I mean, it makes sense if we're trying to get doors, which is what we're trying to do. But I've already figured out the puzzle for the first grade, so yeah, okay. Extra door, or do we go for the storeroom and get some items and then we double back and go through security? Because I could probably do with extra keys and extra gems. My fringe is looking real strange today. Okay. Oh, there is a pawn in the nursery, so we don't need... If my theory is correct and it always gives us a chess piece, then there's probably not a chess piece in the classroom because the nursery definitely has a pawn. Also, the wallpaper is different in 2 parts of that room. Oh no, is that random? Look, there's this part, and this part don't... No, that part's fine actually. Don't have a top line. And that could just be a coincidence, but it makes me think there's something behind them. Find the queen's chambers, because if his king has chambers, then surely the queen does too. Yeah. Basically now the question is, am I going to try and be super careful and get lots of stuff? Or do I go a bit riskier and do the classroom, which gives me an extra door? But I also get to draft again for free. I'm gonna... Classroom? I do love the classroom. I do find it fun. But I'm scared of running out of keys. I'm gonna go for storeroom. I'm sorry, everyone. I know I'm boring. But I think we need to make sure... Hello? See? Another pawn. Wait, actually, hold on. Did I know there was a... Yes, I did know there was a pawn in here. So that was 2 pawns I could have gotten. Either of those 2 rooms. No, you're a rocking horse. You're definitely not a knight. See, another pawn. We're gonna go back down, annoyingly through the chapel, but it's the only other time we're gonna have to go through the chapel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're okay. We don't need to start counting all of our steps yet. We need to make sure we have enough steps to get to the chessboard, though. So we're gonna go down and straight through the chapel. Should be easy enough to see where we're going. Yeah, I was right. I second-guessed myself on just before going through that door. Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to go for the library then, because I'm not taking the other 2. Actually, yeah, the dark room only stops me from being able to see that in that room. That's a good point. I forgot that. And it gives us a door. But I won't be able to see what I'm going into, which is a bit annoying. But it's not like the... Oh, what's the one? The archive, which means I can't see the 3rd option every single time from then on, which is what I'd forgotten that. I thought it was just gonna... Yeah. I got mistaken. I got confused. So, yeah, we're gonna go through the dark room. More doors. And the library again. We want to save the library for when we've got a good... We've got a space to go through. Now, here's the question. What do we pick? The likelihood that this is the classroom is high. Because we've got so many... We've got like 6 of them or something in the pool. But do we really want to spend a gem not knowing what we're getting? Or do we want to just pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo situation? If it's a classroom, it'll bend right. Yes, which is good. Or is fine. To be honest, because we're going into just an empty slot, anything is okay unless it's the red rooms. I think the gem cost should help us move forward since the gem is never given dead end. That's a good point. I think there might be ones with gems that give a dead end, but we know that the gem cannot be the wait room, which is the room that I do not want to get. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go for the gem cost. That's a smart plan. Oh, we got the garage! Okay! Interesting. But that is a dead end. Well, technically it's not if you count the outside. Thank you for the sleigh, Hannah. Yeah, I've read this one already. There's usually keys in here. Ah, there we go. Now I don't have the garage keys to get into that. Car keys, even. Hi, Nova. It is indeed me. Hello. Oh, and there's power in the garage, but we knew that, didn't we? Because we have to... Well, I guess we send power to the garage, but that's not through this. It's for the utility box. Which we discovered last time had a secret thing going on. That was fun. Okay, I think we can't do anything in here without certain items, so we're gonna have to just leave. Oh, I thought that was a shovel for a second. Just making sure there's nothing I've missed in here. Find the little friend again. Oh yes, I got him in a mug and I put him outside. No pieces. Okay, I'll write that down. Yeah, we're definitely sure there's no pieces here. There's none in the car? Nope, not that I can see. Alright, I guess we're just going back again. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Scottish couple actually used the boiler room and a few rooms to develop power to the garage because they thought the utility room doesn't work for it. Oh no. Very demure and respectful. Thank you. And we got a fun clip out of it as well. Right, so we're just going to go straight down through the entrance hall, and we got to hope that we're going to get good rooms, because we have one door left to go through. So we really, really need to get good rooms. Because I've got 2 of the chess piece missings. That's not what I was trying to say. This coffee's doing nothing. Or it's making things worse. You decide. So many steps, so many steps. Okay. Last try. Hallway! Fantastic. Or drawing room, because we can do new rooms from there. I think I'm going to go for drawing room. I don't have whether there's anything in the drawing room in terms of chess pieces. Or like coffee, so I'm biased. I don't like the taste of coffee. I don't mind if it's like 90% milk. Well, oat milk. Yeah, let's go for the drawing room because we've got some gems, but we will need to stock back up on gems. Plus, it gives us 2 doors, more importantly. So let's double check there's no chess pieces in here. There's a white pawn. Okay. My theory seems to be correct. That is even coffee at that point. Exactly. Remember the gem in the safe. Oh, yes. Thank you. I had forgotten. Yeah, what's everybody drinking? Diet Coke. Fantastic. Okay. We're gonna go this way first. Fanta lemon. Ooh. Aha. Okay. Now the library is helpful. What's the chess theory? Sorry, I'm new. Also, I'm a J2O'er. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm just reading through what everyone's having to drink before we go any further. Fanta lemon. Ice cold apple tango. Not that sugar-free rubbish either. Lovely. Iced coconut matcha. Me oh my. See, I don't like coconut milk. I know it sounds dumb, but it's too coconutty. So I don't enjoy it. But I do love a matcha. So, good choice. An average fruit punch flavored water if I'm fancy. Pepsi. Macbee's strawberry and kiwi. Libri! I like Macbee. I do like them. I haven't had Macbee's in a very long time. The chess theory. So we don't really know what we're doing with it yet, but we've started to discover. I found a chessboard, and that like looks like the layout of the house, and I've noticed that a lot of the rooms have chess pieces in them. So we're trying to find the rooms that have all of the pieces in them. It's bounty beasts. Very good, Hoodlum, very good. But I remember the first time I had a matcha. Was it even a matcha? No, I'm pretty sure it was a matcha. No. Hold on. I might be lying. Was it the first time? Doesn't really matter. I went to a vegan cafe with my sister, and she was like, I'll get you the coconut matcha. It's really good. Because at this point, I didn't really have coffee, and I didn't drink anything that had milk. Like, I didn't have tea or anything. So I didn't know what kind of milk I liked. And she liked coconut milk, so she gave me it, and I was like, this just tastes like coconut and nothing else, and I don't like coconut. But now I'm an oat milk gal. Have I seen the matcha Pokemon? No. Okay, so we could redraw the floor plans for this room, but I am gonna go for the library, because I think this is the best time to use the library. Plus, we could see if there's any chess pieces in it. I have a book. I couldn't remember if I took a book out. Okay, I mustn't leave without reading the book, but first we're gonna look for chess. Chess, chess, chess. Wait, if I looked at this... Oh, I can't look at that, that's why. I don't think there's chess pieces in this room, but we'll just check. A&W root beer tastes of hospitals, end of. Matcha unsweetened is experience of ashen taste. Makes case being I'm used to when you do it's awesome and refreshing. Used to be an oat and matcha kind of gal, but coconut for the summer run has been great. Maybe I should give it another try. Maybe I should give it the benefit of the doubt and try it again. But yeah, I'm a strawberries and cream matcha girly at the moment. Oh, I don't know if this has ever been a window before. Okay. I am not seeing any chess pieces. I've still never made a contraption. So I'm going to write down there's no pieces in the library. Which kind of makes sense, because it's a... You know, there's a lot of other stuff going on. I wonder how much shorter this would be if I wasn't streaming this game. 185. And as you can see, I've solved every single one. There you go, I thought I'd just show you my stats. Probably much faster. Yes, true. Okay. Matcha latte with whole milk or a nice thick burst of oat is darn good unsweetened, if you can call it that. Must be done hours ago. Yeah, I've already finished the game. Like, I did it in 2 days. Would you have done the study of the drawing room if you weren't streaming that? No, yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing about... Sorry, shall we try that again? I think I just broke. Thing about playing puzzle games. I almost said studying puzzle games. I'm confusing myself. On stream is that I've cultivated, I feel like, a really nice chat environment where you guys don't get mad at me if I can't solve a puzzle and we work on them together. And there are definitely things I would not have been able to solve if I was just playing on my own. So, thank you. Collectively, we solve things. And that's why collectively we're going to do a maths quiz next week. I hope you're excited. We've done the study. We've suggested really dumb things. Collectively. Exactly. What Nova keeps saying. Collectively. Okay, so this is the book I borrowed last time. I'd forgotten that I'd done this. I was like, I'm like 50-50 if I had a book or not. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. Has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable. Right, so we're going to take pictures of every page here. Thank you for the follow. Are we doing collectively merch? That's a good idea. I should write that down. That'd be fun. Like that. Oh. Oh, they've really redacted it. Oh no. Oh no, it's Redactyl. Guys, quick. We've got to get the Redactyl bot going. The name used to designate the realms. Actually, maybe us playing Redactyl is actually going to be helpful in this case. Those who don't know, by the way, we used to and still occasionally play a game on stream called Redactyl, which is where you get a Wikipedia article, but it looks like this because they've redacted all of the important information, and you have to try and figure out what the article is about by guessing words. So, we did it in 2 words the other day. That was great. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer. Okay, cool. There's less redaction done on this page. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, also often denoted as a Gera, by the ascension of the first king, blank, whose name, Oris. So that's not his name. The first king of something? His name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim, expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the something. A new kingdom was born. A new kingdom was born. Storming here, I might not be able to stay long. Oh no, is the storm going to blow you away? Please stay safe. And then another blank at the bottom, like we can't even find out the name of the castle. The Second Era, it was the 4th king who split the vast domains in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. Oh, this sounds like one of those riddles. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and the heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, capitalized, very big, bold, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Erija, a land steeped in tradition. Well, I hope you stay safe in the storm, Nova. The Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of the distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their land, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperations in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by a lot of blank spaces. Commerce. Between the 3... Look! It's the symbols again! Hold on. We worked these out. Oh, I put these down last time. Where did I write it? Did I not write it down? It was part of the book that was torn. These are the symbols. Okay. Backtrack. Explain what you're talking about. Streamer. Hi. So, in the classroom, in the first grade, the kids had to color in different things, and they had to have 2 items be of each color. So they were basically being like, you know, basic things like this item is like a fire truck is red, that kind of thing, right? But there were 3 flags that had these symbols on them. They had a little hourglass, a little thing that looks like mountains, and the last one I drawn very scribbly, but it kind of looks like a big V, but it was something else. Explain what you're talking about, like Nicolas Cage. We're not a national treasure. Shut up. And I think that's probably what's under there, but maybe not. Could be something else. And then in the last stream, no, the stream before that, when we found the sigil book that was torn up underground, it also had these, and it made it seem like it was part of, well, like this, like they were from different regions. They were from different, it was either like nationalities or geographic areas, but now it's very clear that that's what these are. So are these the three areas that they were given? The fields and mountains, that might be that one. And then the northern storms could be this one? I don't know. I don't know which way around they are, but I think that's what these three things are. Okay. I'm gonna draw the things again and be like regions of, what's the place called? Orindia. Okay. Doesn't mean to go to school and reach top grade. Maybe. Fourth era. Ooh, there's a note in here. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture, and then I'm gonna open the note. Sorry, I keep clicking out of the window by mistake. God, I would be so annoying if I was an actual detective. I'd just be like, hold on, let me just take pictures of everything. And I know that that's good. It's useful to take pictures of everything, but I would be annoying about it. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know I wonder if this is about the theft of the crown. What's the game name? This is called Blueprints. Not blueprints, all one word, but blue little kid with a crown. Blueprints. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not much help as I had hoped. I'd heard your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orodinia could be found, it would likely be found within Baron's own collection. Perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, I simply say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. So the actual book might be here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to write down, we need to find the uncensored history. Woohoo, don't knock your coffee over. Uncensored history of Orodinia. This is another thing I need the notebook for, because if I have the notebook, I could print out all of the, like, book pages and have them in the notebook as, like, reference points, and I don't need to keep looking through my phone every time, and I could write on them. Okay, Detective Bon Margle. Redguard. Redguard? Uh-oh. Did I break it? Wait. Okay, there we go, it's gone. I just had to turn the page. As the kingdom entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took reins of power. King Desolates III, king who was often seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. What was he drinking? Blood? Lara is that treasure hunter detective, and Chat is the exposition character that she needs to explain everything so the audience can understand. Yeah, you guys are the... Oh, what's the name? There's a name for that. There's like a literary term for the audience proxy. So, you know, the character that comes in and goes, what do you mean? I don't understand. And then everything has to be explained to them. That's what you guys are. I mean, not really, because I don't know what's going on. I don't think I can... Ah, there we go. Desolates was renowned as the king of blank when he made... No one when he made the decision... That sounds like it's probably, like, surprising no one when he made the decision to move in castle and court behind. Leaving. That's probably leaving. The people were overjoyed by this choice. And, okay, I was wondering if I could click on it. As of you, the king, the horses pond to the sea, which took root the grand city of Fen. Okay. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolates III, Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. He was the only one in that era. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince of Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. The straight man, term from comedy, but I've also heard it just called the Watson. Thank you very much for your help, Beta. I appreciate that. So there you guys, you're the Watson. I mean, we've said that before, haven't we? You're my Watson. Just don't do weird teleportation stuff. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, we're escalating quite quickly, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a centre of splendour, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the streets. I love that they haven't censored this part. Interesting. The pacification of Fen. Oh, and they haven't censored any of this. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by its neighbours. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to learn respect. Hoodlums now on TikTok. You get off of there. Get back. Come back. You sneaky you. I find this interesting. This is the second edition of the deck. I've talked about first edition. Imagine we could get the first edition from like a bookstore, kind of like the Locksmith. I did see somebody, so obviously I try and avoid anything about blueprints, but I saw somebody who streams it posting they were going live and they mentioned about finding more books. And they were very vague about it on purpose, but now I'm considering. Although I saw you on TikTok, so I had to follow. Side note, I love your glasses. Thank you so much. Thank you. And welcome to Twitch. And I'm back. Hoodlums just jumping around. Among them were the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. I wonder who won. Together they leveraged their political influence and favours to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance, the place is called Nuance, to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favour, thank you for the sleigh. That's so straight as a side note. Thank you for the sleigh, Hannah. However, even with the tide turning in their favour, victory did not come easy. Should be easily. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried one in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Aris had fallen, and with it its realm. The black flag that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honour of the fallen of Fen. A few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Having been there, TikTok chat is a lie. Don't you lie to me. I see TikTok chat. They see me. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Erija, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our people has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and the birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, that we are now removing. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Interesting. Single blank. I think in Shakespeare that's the expedition character, often a monarch. Hamlet, all's well that ends well, and several others, at least in terms of the TLDR for the play before the curtain falls. Tribute page. See, I thought it... Yeah, I think it's... But that's weird, because they're normally at the beginning. What an interesting book. I think I might have read all of the books now. I definitely haven't got pictures of all of them, because I've not been... I didn't take pictures of everything initially, because I was like, I'll find it again. Incorrect. Right, do we have any sneaky chess pieces hidden where I haven't seen them? I don't think so. I think it's time to move on, but oh my god, we got a lot there. That was a lot of stuff. Where's my notebook? Okay. Again, this would be where I'd have a page about the history of stuff. I love this game, it's so addictive. It's fantastic, and I've said multiple times during streams that I partially wish I wasn't streaming it, so that I could just keep playing it forever and ever and ever. But I can't. I have to limit myself. So we are now going to Well, the chances of us getting a better room are quite high because we're in the library. So we're hoping for the office or something that'll help us further in a different way. I think we found the bookshop. I think perhaps Tef may have summoned this into existence. I choose to assume TikTok does not speak so much as to convey their comments in a interpretive dance. Yes, and I understand them perfectly. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go for the bookshop, right? We've still got another door, by the way, coming out of the drawing room. But I do worry that if we get that and then we don't get a straight through, we're gonna be stuck. But I kind of want to do this since we're here. We should probably just take the bookshop, right, chat? That should be what we do. What do we think, chat? I've never TikToked, so that is 100% canon. Yes, TikTok just dance. I kind of want to check the wine cellar because I feel like it's interesting. And I summon thing, you cannot ignore it. That's true. What do books do? I don't know. But we might be able to find the rare book that we've just read but uncensored. I think we should do it. Because even if we end up not finding the king and the queen, we've still found more information, and we can just do it again tomorrow. So we're doing it. This is a new room. I've never been in here. We've never had this one. Oh, it's a black bishop. Let's write that down. Okay. It's got the mountains. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. Everything in this game is relevant. Okay, before we go any further, let's have a look around. New clue sold out in hours. Oh, this is the book that, this is her other book that I haven't read yet. So, Marion Marigold, who is potentially Simon's mother, has published 3 books, and we have read 2 of them because they're in the library. This is the one we haven't read. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. She went missing. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only... Hey! Hold on.
Apparently I'm slacking since I swear I celebrated 96 last time I was in stream.
You definitely did, because it was a birthday celebration. It was an anniversary celebration. You got a little dance. Hi, Samio. How are things going? It's so good to see you. What? What butt? Chicken butt? Accessibility, she should not be able to bring up a separate text box to read stuff more clearly. Yeah, I love it in games. We've said this before, but I love it in games when it lets you do that. And I do notice when it doesn't. Anniversary is the end of the month. This month. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? It says that on my thing that there was a gap. Because it says you've subbed for 33 months, but 97 months in total. I don't know how that's happened. In general. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, that'll be this month, and then maybe the end of this month, it's 98 months. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Blueprints. The release of her new book comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, saying the writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margle, that's the guy who was in the note in the book, who many theorize may have been an inspiration for a new clue, was quoted only saying the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may be very likely the last words ever published by the missing author. Time is an illusion. Twitch time, doubly so. Wow. Well, let's see what books they have on offer, shall we? Just checking because there's like any items or anything kicking around. Can I go through here? No. Okay, didn't think so. 50 coins! But they'll be permanently added to the library. No. What's the chances I'm ever gonna get back here again? That's really annoying. When am I gonna have 50 coins? My god. Okay, I think this is a later game thing. Thank you so much for the follow. Quick storm passed by almost as fast as it arrived. Okay, well, I'm glad. And you were okay? No one was hurt? Oh, sorry, I did that so you could see how much all of the books were. Well, it isn't a waste of a door because we learned something. You can swear. I don't think it'll catch you anymore. I think I turned that off. It'll catch certain things, but not swear words. Now we know where, and you need 176 coins. Unless I get the vault, which gives you a bunch, I think. If you have the key. As far as I know, not long enough to do any damage. Oh, good. Well. Yikes, Mikeys. Guess we're gonna hop on through. Do we go? I think we should go through the drawing room, because the drawing room lets us re-roll, so we could, if we get stuck, we have an option. Indulgent snacks. Yeah. I must have been caught. A streamer I watched once had one banned word and I found it. Wow. All of these suck. We need something that goes straight through. So if I redraw these floor plans and we don't get something that goes straight through, then we're stuck. And we have to restart the day. Well, we have to start a new run. But we have learned stuff. Quite a lot of stuff. So I think... fair. I'm gonna redraw. Damn it. I mean, we could get the classroom and just do it, but we're now stuck. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm just gonna pick the classroom. Oh, bedroom check for pieces. Ooh. It's not a terrible shout, actually. Maybe we should just do that so we've done it. Because we know that there's one in the storeroom. I don't know if there's one in the classroom. But it might be worth checking. Do I actually know if there's one in the bedroom? I don't. That's not one of the ones I've checked before. Okay, let's go for the bedroom. So I feel like being there. Wait! Oh, that doesn't really get us much. We could go to the garage, but we can't leave because we haven't got power to the garage. Oh, I see a chess piece at the corner of my eye. Okay, so there's also a pawn in the bedroom as well. I'm running out of space. Might be lunchtime. It is definitely dinner time for me. I'm gonna, but I'm not gonna eat till after stream. Joe is gonna cook the rice for our dinner, and then I'm gonna cook the rest when stream is done, just so because the rest is quick. We're having like a salmon bowl thing. It's like soy honey salmon. We had it the other day. We have some left over. But we need to make more rice for it. Yeah, so there you go. There's our answer. There is a chess piece. That's, I believe that's Marion. From all the evidence I've gathered so far. Yeah, so, really annoyingly, we've got so many items. We have so many keys. We have 3 gems. Like, we're doing pretty well, but there's nothing we can do now because we're at a dead end. So I'm going to head back to the garage because we might as well try. So I need to go all the way to the Nook and then all the way up. So pretty easy, actually. We got some pretty good paths going, actually. We've got a lot of stuff connected to other stuff. Is that the way? Yeah, that's the way I need to go. Do we spend about 20 minutes in the den trying to figure out what the puzzle is in there? Well, that's just cruel. I have no computer to... Wait, I do have a computer. There's a security computer. It's not cruel. It's not cruel! Haha, I forgot I had that. I forgot I had a computer. You're like, security. Don't worry. You're good. I think I've already read this note. Wait, how do I get it? There we go. Chess pieces outside always the same. What do you mean by outside? There's no power. It's not going to do anything. On the left. Oh, yes. I think so. We can always check before we're done. I see what you mean now. Sorry. Oh, this right here should have a separate text box pop up. I agree. Okay, we need to go back to security. Security! Now we can upgrade a room. Oh, I'm glad we did that. Right, everybody fingers crossed for a good room. I'd like all of your RNG luck, please. Give it to me. I'm not sitting up very straight. The camera's too high. Oh! I want to address what keeps happening. The arms on this chair are adjustable, so they slide forwards and backwards. I have them slid all the way back so that I can sit cross-legged. But every time I lean on them, they slide forward. So that's why I keep trying to adjust in the chair and going, ah! Like that. Or I thought that the pieces are semi-randomized, so you need different rooms. I think it's always the same 6, but we can check before we end the day. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Nook's pretty good. Bacon and eggs? Interesting. So we either get an extra key, bacon and eggs, and the key we already have, or you always draw the library while drafting in this room. I get the Nook a lot, so that might not be a terrible idea to get a guaranteed connection to the library, because the library's not as common. But also, well, right now it's not useful because the library doesn't have chess pieces. The library is also... I can't remember which side the door's on. Which side is the door on the library? Guaranteed library dictates a lot of the shape from drawing the Nook. That's true. I tend to draw the Nook in the corner. But then the library gets us better rooms. And I don't have to pick it. It's not automatically connected. It just is always drawn. I actually think that's probably the best one. Obviously the bacon and eggs would be good because that'll give us extra steps. But, because I'm assuming that's what the bacon and eggs... It is another L, definitely. I just don't remember which direction it goes. I think it's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes right. No? Okay. I was just trying to picture it, like when you come in, where you go. Yeah, let's see if I can look up the library without, because I can't check my menu right now, I don't think. Yeah, no, I can't get to my menu. This is going to be a difficult thing to look up without getting any spoilers at all, so I'm trying to do it really carefully here. Nope, yeah. Hoodlum is right. Looked it up already. Ah, okay. Yes, Hoodlum was correct. It is the left side. So... sorry, I'm just... got a lot of stuff. A lot of notifications to look through later. I think that would loop back. It's not great, but again, I don't have to take it. If it drafts. And it's good to have because the Nook is really common, and then the library always gets us a rare pull. So basically I'm guaranteeing, if I have enough steps, I'm guaranteeing myself to get a rare draft. Just an extra door away, basically. 2 extra doors away. Yeah, I'm assuming bacon and eggs is steps. I don't know how many. But I think the reading nook is the answer. Because, one more time, in case I hadn't said it enough times, I don't have to pick the library from the door. I just get the option to. Yeah, I think reading nook's the way to go. I'm going to do it in a few seconds unless somebody in the chat is like, "That's a terrible idea, don't do it." So we're going to pick this upgrade. We're going to go outside, check the chessboard and make sure all the pieces are the same pieces. Then we're going to wrap up the day. And I think I'll take a break and we'll do the word of the day and then we'll start another run. How's that sound? Gucci Gucci gang gang? I think I'm too high up. Oh, the camera's too high up even. That's true. That's better. Sounds great. Okay, reading nook it is. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so back through the nook. We're getting no music now. Check chess, yes, that's what I'm doing. Don't worry, we're going outside to do that. Hello, B. Clark. Thank you for the diamonds. You know how every time I come outside, I'm like, which way is it? But I think it's obvious because it has the little things that are lit up down there. So it's like, that's just showing me really clearly where it is. I want to know what this does when I figure this out finally. Down we go. It's just like you go, oh, okay, I have to try and get to this room. And then it's like one thing after another and you're like, wait, and now I've got this other thing to figure out. And there's this other thing to figure out. I'm doing well, B. Clark, thank you. And then there's this story going on of the crown being stolen. Oh yeah, spooky music every time. Like, can I get there? Is that where it's gonna go? Is it gonna drop me down another level? There we go. Because there's a door, like, right here. And I'm wondering if that's what opens. Yeah, same 6 pieces. Pawn, knight. And actually, why don't we just do a wee check? Just a wee check. Make sure that we're completely correct. I'm pretty sure we are. But since we're here anyway, we might as well double check the this all lands where it needs to land. So we have several places for the pawn, but we'll just put it the first one that we found, which was den. Yep. The rook in the nook, knight in security, bishop in that, and then we just have the king and the queen to put down. This is the king, this is the queen. Pretty sure it's that way around. Didn't miss anything. They fit on the other tiles. Oh yeah, so we check all the other tiles that we thought they would go in. So the other places the pawn could go are the storeroom, which is here. Yep. Did you just move on your own? Did I do that? I think I did that. I think I clicked it too many times. It's that the hitboxes aren't great. Yeah, because I clicked that again. That's what happened. The knight... No, I think the knight was the only one. No, the observatory. That's here. The drawing room. And bedroom. Let's check the other rooms just for funsies. Yeah, all of these ones are ones that we've marked as not having any pieces, but I just want to check. Okay, cool. I get the king and queen rooms. I did not. I ran out of steps. No, I didn't run out of steps. I ran out of rooms. There were no more doors. So we are gonna wrap this day up. But we learned a lot of stuff, though. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else we can do, is there? I'm gonna wait a couple seconds in case anyone in chat is like, wait, you forgot about this thing. But I think we upgraded. Thank you for the follow. We upgraded a room. So that's pretty great. Yeah, okay. We're calling it a day. Day 21 over. And then we're gonna go on a break. And then we're going to do the word of the day and then get back to it. I'm gonna save and exit so that my computer doesn't have a meltdown while I'm gone. We got the quaint cottage because we barely had any rooms. Steps taken 43, items found 2, new rooms 1. Oh yeah, that was the bookshop. Okay. Well, I'll be back shortly with the word of the day and another run, which hopefully won't take as long, but it probably will. So, see you in a bit. Bye. Here we go. Day 22. Same goal as last time. We're gonna try and find all the chess pieces. This is getting really annoying though, because like, unless I happen to get the office and whatever the queen has, it's gonna be really frustrating every single time. I recently found a career place that will send me bibimbap and gimbap, and this makes me happy. Oh, fantastic. That sounds amazing. I do like a good bibimbap. I say, having had like bibimbap from a restaurant like once, and only making bibimbap myself, so it's not necessarily the right, correct way of doing it. Also, I have a dulsot now. Well, I've had a dulsot for years, I've just never used it. Which, for those who don't know, is the stone bowl thing that you cook bibimbap in. But I've only got one, so I can only make one portion. Charcuterie and onion was a brilliant dish, but no Chinese does it with the right sauce. Get our allowance. Now, here's the question, chat. Do we go outside and look at whatever's outside, or do we just start doing doors? Because I think we should go outside. Because we could get the bunker, and that way we would get to ignore red rooms. Outside. Okay. We have one vote for outside. When I cross that threshold, that's it, I'm going. Ooh. Ooh. I've never really looked at the floor before. It's very shiny. I've only had the workshop like twice. I don't even know what they do. I mean, I imagine they're just like the normal items, but they're slightly better. Sorry, that's just a ritual. I do that every time now. I have a feeling that this is something, like this pattern, but I'm not going to sit in ages and try to figure it out in case it isn't. Off we go to the outside house room. We are hoping for, I think, I'm hoping for the bunker. It's called the bunker, it's called the shelter. I think it's called the shelter. Yes! Ooh, I haven't had this one. I've never had the tool shed before, but the shelter would mean that the first 3 red rooms that I pull, I don't get the negative effect, so that could be really helpful. I don't care about the dig spots. Though I did ask for a shovel to be put in the commissary, so maybe the root cellar is a good idea. The best thing I think I've ever gotten from a dig spot was a special key. I don't think these. Sorry, I need to readjust myself again. Cannot get comfy. ADHD is rife today. I'm just jumping around like crazy. I've got a pick. Chat, you gotta help me. Tool shed I've never had before. The shelter I feel like is the best one for today. Because the shelter will protect me. Try something once. Do you want to try the tool shed? Is that what you mean? Because it doesn't really matter, because if I didn't have the shelter, I'd still be going through and trying to get all the chess pieces. It would just be nice to get a new thing. Yeah. Let's go for the tool shed. Let's see what happens. See what we get. Okay, metal detector's good. Oh, is this the other thing? First time you enter each green room, I can gain 1 diamond by using water. I don't think I have that as an item I've written down before, but I also don't feel like it's that good. I mean, it's fine. Let's write it in my items list. Watering can. 1 diamond, or 1 gem per water. Max 3. Wonder if I can refill it. Maybe that's what the taps in the kitchen stuff are for. Interesting. Anyway, that's what we get from in here. Don't know if that was worth it. Wash helper. I thought it said wasp to start with. Wasp helper. Okay, out we go. Da da da. Ba 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 ba. Let's go back inside. I don't like how little music there is in this game. I think it's fine, but it's like sometimes it's a bit unnerving. Okay. Well, I've never had that special item, so it gave me something at least. Let's go. I've got to restart my list, I've just realized. Hey, the reading nook. Which will then take us up and to the left from the library door. Sorry, what I need to do is I need to make a note of which of the pieces we've got. So, currently, none. But we can have the rook. Also, I keep writing den instead of pawn, because that's the first time I found the pawn, and I'm just doing it in a rush. We're gonna go for the reading nook. So then we at least can start with a key. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's just telling me there's a key there. And now we can get the library, but we might get something else. But this is also exciting because it means we can read all the books, but I think I've already read them all. Oh, look. Wait, why is it beeping? Is it beeping? Ooh, is there a coin? There's a coin on the floor. But there's also a lockbox. So bear that in mind, chat. Right. I think I've read all of them. I don't think I've read the Fixed Stars, though I think that might be the same book that's in the observatory. But I've read the others. Yeah, so I guess the library's not that important anymore. In terms of that, but it's useful for its other feature, which is we get better rooms coming out of it. Now, I think I want the study. There's definitely a gem in the study because there's a safe in there, and I've already opened it. Bookshop lets you keep going. That's true. But I can't do anything with the bookshop, and it costs a gem. I'm going to go for the study. I'm going to try and be a bit quicker in my decisions. As we know, Black King in here. Oh yeah, the date room. Yeah, this was the... Yeah, that's, Oh, the window's open. Nice, get a breeze in. Lovely. Wait, actually... Is that... This place is from the map? Like... Because it's not obviously... It doesn't look like our globe. So I'm wondering if that's the places from that were on the in that book we just read. Let's look around properly. That's the queen? I've been calling that the king this whole time. Okay. Well, that means I need to swap my terms around. Okay. So why is the queen in the office? I assumed the king was in the office because it was Baron Sinclair's office. So, like, he was the king of the house. I mean, that's pretty obscure logic, so that's probably fine that that's wrong. Wait, why are you beeping? Oh! A secret key. Why was the other chessboard the wrong size? This one or the one you saw earlier? Yeah. It's a board shaped like the house. So, it's because it's a chessboard with chess pieces, obviously. Why I said it like that. But you have to put the pieces on whichever rooms they were in the house in that run. What was the green light flashing? Oh, on my metal detector. My god, why can I not think through words today? I need to take these headphones off. The metal detector, there was a key hiding behind the safe. This is so cold. I put like 6 ice cubes in here. It's great. And they're big. They're like this big, the ice cubes I use. Delicious. Okay, so we know there's a black queen in here. Maybe. I don't think there's anything else in here. I think this is, I mean, we've got this. Which I think is a plan of... No, it's not the den, because there's not 3 doors. I don't know what room that is. I do have pictures of these, though, if I need to look at them again. Why are they not the same size? Anyway, I think we need to leave, and go back to the entrance hall. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know if my plan is gonna work, because we haven't had a single... yes, we have. We've had the rook. But last time we got 4 in a row, basically, and now I'm like, I don't know. Okay. We're down to 58 steps already, which is not great. But let's try. Now, the commissary, I've ordered a shovel, but I don't know if it'll be there today. I could redraw the floor plans for a gem, but I don't think I need to. I think I'm going to try and save my gems for better rooms and for using that when I'm in a dead end, basically. Say 1 to 2 days, yeah. I've ordered something before, but I don't know if they stay if you don't get the commissary, or if it, like, moves on to the next load of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I don't get a commissary during a run when I'm supposed to get the item. Does the parlor have a piece in it? The parlor has a black pawn. I was thinking of doing the spare room and then going into the corner, but the spare room definitely doesn't have a piece in it because it's too empty. I said I was going to be more decisive and not just sit and wait. Yeah. What's interesting is that there is a chess piece in... Ooh. Hello? Metal detector's popped up. No? What? Ooh. Let me put my headphones back on. I have them off because it was getting too claustrophobic. Because they're noise cancelling and that's too much sometimes. Oh! Sweet! This is great! Yeah. This is just an empty room. With a window. Hello. Hello, mountain. Well, that does look like... That's a weirdly shaped peak, isn't it? Suspicious. Is that... Hold on. Is that why it's called Mount Holly? Because it kind of looks like the logo, which isn't on this page at all. Where's the... Oh, I thought it might be on this page. But it does. That's what the top of the, like, the logo looks like. Anyway, that's enough of that. We're gonna keep moving. Right. Observatory, we will get something this time. Observatory will give us a sail, which I don't care about this time. So I'm going to try and avoid the observatory if I can. Because I don't want to waste that by picking it now. So I'm going to go for the pantry, which has nothing in it. Yeah. We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. Because I've done this one before. It's so quiet. I'm getting really unnerved. This observatory has a chess piece. Yes, but we're definitely not going in there. Because the star will move forward. So even if I don't look through the telescope, the next time I get the observatory, I will have missed out on the sail. Because it's when you get a star every time you put down the observatory, and I'm on 14 now, and when I get to 15 stars, I get a 50% off for the whole day. But I'm not buying stuff today, so we're not using that. I wonder if that would include the bookshop, wouldn't it? That could be a good synergy to do. If you get the observatory on sale day and the bookshop, then you only have to pay 25 coins. Which is still a lot, but it's much less. Now, I think I'm going to go for the pool. But it does add more stuff to the draft pool. But also, I'm going to run out of doors otherwise. So, let's go for the pool. It's a gem, but it's fine. Oh, I could have redrawn it. Oh, wow. Too late. Oh, nice. It's already been drained. Okay. Let's check for chess pieces. I don't think there are any. This is intriguing to me. This feels like it should move, but I don't think it does. Maybe that's where the pump is to refill it. Is that something? Or is that... No, that's just part of the room. Right, let's go this door. Parlor, I guess? I don't really want to spend another gem. Yeah, probably make my choice. See, look, I'm trying to be quick. I'm trying to be speedy with my decisions. So we're going to walk around a little bit, see if there's anything that goes off. No, okay. This box is empty. The box of the false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements. Ah. Okay. These could... I think it's the blue box. This is true. And this is false. No, hold on. If this is true, then these 2 are both false. Which means the box with the false statement is the one with the gems. But that can't be right because there's only 2. Or it says our box. Does that mean one of the boxes with the false statement is empty? I've got hair in my mouth. Got it. Okay. Wait, is it white? The hoodlum, you've given me every option. That's the 3 options. I need to wake up. Okay. Okay, so. There are 2 false statements. Box of the... Okay, so if we say this is true, this is the true box, that means both of these are false. Which means this isn't empty, but also a box with the false statement is empty. That's true because if 2 of them are false, one of them has to be true. One of them has to be empty because there's only ever 1 box with gems in it. So this has to be false. Because this has to be true. If there's 2 false ones. So that's incorrect, which means there's only 1 false statement. And I think it's this one? Wait. I'm normally so good at this. Why am I can't... My brain is shutting down, please. Okay. Box with a false statement is empty. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. There are 2 false statements. I think I had the good logic going there, but I've confused myself. So, there are 2 false statements. If this is the true one, these are both false. So that checks out. A box with a false statement is empty. So one of these 2 is empty. So this one... No. If it's false, then... No, I think I was right the first time. This is saying a box with a false statement is empty. This has to be true if 2 of them are false. So I think that this is a false statement. So there's only 1 false statement. So this is true. And this is true. But then that can't be right. Because then this is the false statement, so this is empty. I think it's in white. I think it's in white. But I want to know what chat thinks. Yeah, because there can only be 1 false one. Which means the black one is the one that's lying. So the blue one is telling the truth, so the blue one is empty. Understand my logic here. I don't want to get it wrong. I've never got it wrong. I don't want to get it wrong because my brain stopped working. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I think it's the white one. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. That was stressful. Boiler room. Oh, the boiler room's really annoying. I don't know if I'm in the mood for doing the boiler room. I think I should just do the chapel because then I get my bishop. Yeah, B. Clark, you were right. I'm gonna put some music on for if you're watching live, so it's not so quiet. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the chapel, which is annoying because, I mean, I'm not gonna get the bookshop again. So what do we have? We only have the rook so far. I don't think we're doing very well for this run for getting chess pieces. I'm not going to do the boiler room because I'm not dealing with that right now. Any coins? No coins. Bishop got. Down the way, I think. Again, we don't want to do the observatory. I'm redrawing. I'm being sneaky here. Okay. I haven't checked. Have I checked the billiard room for... I think I checked the billiard room last time for chess pieces. So I'm going to put that on the no pieces list. And I think we know that there's a pawn in the bedroom. So, yeah, I think bedroom's the way to go. And that'll get us some steps back. No item this time. Shame. But there is a pawn, so we've got the pawn now. We're trying to get security because I don't want to get the observatory. Okay. Through this door, we need to get something that goes right. Oh. I'm going to take the hallway. This is intriguing. I don't think I've ever had this one. There's probably a chess piece in there. But it doesn't lead us the right way, so... Nah, it's not last door. We do have, we have one from the chapel as well. Oh, that's the key. Any more? Ooh, yes. Hey, nice. Okay. I'm glad I got this one because I wanted something that led me back to the entrance hall so I didn't have to go in such an annoying roundabout way to get back. So this is good. This gives us a shortcut. Let's keep going. Actually, double check for chess pieces. I'm, like, pretty sure. There's nothing. No, okay. So we're looking for the security room. And the office and wherever the king is. Come on, security. Commissary is not a terrible shout. Or I could just take the corridor. Commissary would be good to see what they have, because I've got quite a lot of coins, and I'm losing my voice now. I'm also losing my energy. I'm sorry, chat. I know I'm not as high energy as I normally am. Hopefully you haven't noticed yet. Take commissary because it takes you left. Yes, good idea. Thank you, B. Clark. Okay, but we really need some gems. So if they're selling gems... Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I missed the sale! I was so focused on getting the chess pieces, I forgot there was a sale for the last 2 days. Right. Oh, the shovel's here that I asked for. So, we have the salt shaker, which gives you extra steps every time you eat. The compass, which makes you more likely to get rooms pointing north. I have the shovel, which means you can go to dig spots, which I've found none. And the sledgehammer, which opens up lockboxes. I do have a lockbox. But I have nothing to use the shovel for. But I don't know if it's going to disappear the next time I get the commissary, if it's going to be here. Okay. Yeah, I agree. What does chat think? Sorry, I'll get out of the way so you can see the options. But yeah, I don't think the salt shaker's the way to go. Shovel and hammer. I'm a bit reluctant to use all my coins. What benefit is the compass? The compass means you're more likely to draw rooms that lead you north, which isn't necessarily a good thing if we're trying to get specific rooms, rather than just we're trying to go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the sledge. And I might come back for the shovel. I found a... Where was it? Oh, was it in the Nook? Or was it in the library? I think it was in the library that there was a chest. So I think it's worth going back there now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go back. It only uses 8 steps. I'm just doing things. I'm not waiting for chat. Not because I don't care about your opinion, but because we're going to be here all day if I keep waiting for answers. So. Nice. Okay. And now we're going to go back to our only door. Wait. I almost went the wrong way. I don't think we're going to get very far this run. Okay, Secret Passage does have a pawn, but it's a black pawn. The Den has a pawn, but we've obviously already got the pawn. I think it might be worth going back to the Den. Obviously not the closet, because it's a dead end. Or a Secret Passage could lead to a green room. As for your question from earlier about if it'd be quicker off stream, I reckon you just fetch Joe to show him stuff instead. That's so true. I also feel like I wouldn't be having as much fun because it's so much fun to be like, wait, hold on, I figured something out and someone's there to tell. Rather than, if I got Joe, I'd have to be like, listen to all this context to how exciting this is. Also, Joe said to me that he got Blueprints on PlayStation because it was on, I think it was on PlayStation Plus. Sorry, I just got distracted. And he was like, oh, I can play it. Well, he said initially he would play it and then I could just like help him if he got stuck. And I was like, no, because you'll find things I haven't found yet. So you have to wait till I'm finished. But now I'm like, if I'm watching him play the game, I'm going to be like, don't say anything about the chess pieces. Don't say anything about the pictures on the wall. Don't speak. Just watch. Don't say anything. And it's going to be so hard because it's not just like, oh, there's a story thing that you haven't figured out yet. It's like, there's so much, you know? Yes, so the bedroom closet only works if it's next to a bedroom. And also it would be a dead end. No, well, yes, it would be a dead end, but it's not the only door. I've just realized I still have a door in the chapel I haven't used. Den or passage. I kind of want to do den because it gives me a gem, but also the secret passage could lead me to a green room, and then that's like kind of good, and that gives me back a gem. In fact, I can make it lead me to a green room, but that doesn't really give me anything to do with the chess pieces, so I don't know. I don't think this is a good run for chess pieces, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that solving something like Blueprints as a group would be cool. It's why escape rooms were so popular pre-COVID. Yeah. I love puzzles, or like, I guess puzzle games, where you are given a basic concept and then later on down the line you're like, actually there's so much more going on. You know, like the things with the pictures. Like, I could be playing this and just go room to room to room to room to room to room to room until I get to the antechamber, and then but there's just so much other stuff I've been having to do. Passage gets us to the West Wing proper. I'm gonna go for the secret passageway, because last run I was a bit stingy with my items, and I think that's why I ended up stuck. But like, as you can see, pawn, but it's the wrong color. And we're gonna go for a green room. I think that's probably the way to go, because this will give us a shop. This gives us a red room, obviously. Soil quality. Very good point. Thank you. I had forgotten about that. Another thing I would have in my notebook, so I could just quickly check it. Where are we? So we're the third line up. Rich soil. That's definitely the one to do then. But I'll have to go back and get the shovel. Oh, perfect. It's right here. Let's hope we get a good one. Now, terrace is a dead end. Courtyard gives us a door. Patio gives us a door the wrong way. I think it might have to be courtyard. I feel like terrace, there's something going on there, because look at all of this. There's something here that I can't get into. But yeah, there's only one other door, so I think courtyard's the way to go. Again, we're running out of gems. Maybe I'll dig up a gem. Let's find out. Oh, another lockbox! Oh yeah, I can watering can. Now I have a gem back. Two normal keys. Coin. No! Okay, well we should have just gone for the terrace, because I can't go through that door. God damn it, this is supposed to be rich soil. What are you talking about? This isn't rich. Ugh. Maybe I should have re-rolled yet. Yeah. Okay, double check for any chess pieces. I don't think this is a good run for chess pieces. Oh! Look, another key. Nah, nothing. The chapel. No ceiling. Sorry, it was only showing me some of your messages there, but I think I got them through looking at the actual Twitch screen. No chest-shaped clouds. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? No. I mean, I think the rooms with other things, like exciting things, don't have chess pieces. So the ones I've got here that I know don't have chess pieces are like the billiard room, the courtyard, the garage, the library. None of those have chess pieces that I could see. So it feels very much like if you're getting another benefit, it's not going to have a chess piece. But that's not necessarily true. Ugh, how many steps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not as bad as I thought. Sorry, speaking of green rooms, someone likes to stand right outside my window, or just underneath my window, and smoke a lot of green, and it wafts into the bedroom, and it's lovely. Like, you do you, but please stop making it my problem. You know? Oh, I'm getting grouchy. I'm clearly hungry. Okay, water solves that. I don't know if they stand directly under the window or not. Joe is just in the other room. He's in a meeting right now. Okay, back to the chapel. What we're gonna do is if we end up getting locked out of this run, like early, Jesus, it's still in. It's so strong. My God. Oh yeah, I forgot about the extra steps coming back from that. That's good. We will just play some word outro. Gardaloo. Now, Den will get us 2 places and an extra gem. Spare room will just get us further north. I think Den's probably the way to go here. Get the queen puzzle piece for the study. I like Den there. Yeah, I'm going to go for Den. The Den has a pawn, but we've already got the pawn. I'm just going to go around because... Oh, there we go. I'm going to say in case my metal detector goes off because that means that there's something I've missed. Okay, we're going to go this way first. Patio. What's the, Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. I've never had the sauna before. We are on the 4th level. That is also rich soil. I think I checked it last time. But I'll maybe check that again. I don't know, I might not have checked that, but I think I did the first time we got the chess pieces. I think I'm gonna go for patio. What do you guys think? I mean, there could be stuff in the sauna. Patio has more doors. Yeah, I'm gonna go for patio. I'm being tricked by the rich soil. Wait, is that through the door? Or is that in here that's beeping off? Is this broken? Yeah, I think it's through the door. It's just got confused because it... Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. I think it got confused. Oh yeah, I forgot about... Is that a bomb? Oh no, it's okay. It's a battery pack. That's a bit less scary. I thought it was a bomb. Like, why are you giving a child a bomb? Right. Wait, there's barely any dig spots. Wow, a coin. Thank you. I was going for the green ones because they are in rich soil and also I have a shovel now. Hello. I don't know if I've looked at this properly. You look like one of the things in the chapel. I have a lot of keys. Right. There's a second dig spot. Where? Is it where the rock was? Is that what you saw? And not one in the corner. Nah. It's all rocks, innit? I don't want to do the boiler room. Do I spend a gem? Or do I go for the storeroom and just get some items? You know when you can just feel it's like you're not doing well in a run? That's how I feel right now. Kind of tempted to go for the corridor and just keep going up and hope I get better rooms. Yeah, I've only got 15 minutes before stream would normally be done, so I think we should make decisions. I have done the boiler room before, but not since I was looking for chess pieces. But I highly doubt there's a chess piece in there, and it's a lot of extra stuff going on. It sends power through the house, and I don't really know what I'm doing with that yet, so I wasn't gonna do it. 2 doors from boiler. That's true. But it does use a gem, which is why I wasn't even considering it, because I was like, I've only got 3, but if we're trying to be quick, maybe I should just do it. I'm hoping this ice water wakes me up. That's why I keep chugging it. Yeah, let's do boiler room. It's loud, though. Oh, no it's not. Is it not? Oh, it's not on yet. That's why it's not loud. Oh, a dig spot. An old shoe. Yeah, so... Brick. Absolutely nothing. So one of the doors I can't get to unless I mess with the power and stuff. But I can go to this door. I have so many keys. I don't need the locker room. I'm gonna go for the corridor. It keeps giving me the observatory. I think it's trying to get me to take it because it's like, you want the night, you're not done yet. But I don't want to take it. Okay, I need to leave myself a note about the... sale. Yes! Oh, that's what I need. Fantastic. 2 reasons. Well, the security doors, which I'm not. I can't actually turn them off, but I can make them less likely to spawn. But unfortunately, I think the one in the courtyard has power, so that doesn't help. There's a gem I've missed. And then you have the lovely booting up music. I mean, it's not music. This sound. Up. I don't think I can get... Yeah. I wonder if I can turn that back on at some point. Quest supplies for the next run. See what I can get. Okay, it's the same stuff as last time. You know what? Let's go for the next run. We're gonna try and get as many coins as possible. And we're gonna try and get the bookshop. For next time, we're gonna try and get the bookshop. Because I want that book, but it's very much a I have to have planned ahead to get it situation. I've got enough keys, let's go. Boudoir does not have a chess piece. Guest bedroom, I don't know because I haven't checked it, but it is a dead end. Storeroom gives us another gem back. Okay, chat, what do you think? I think we should go storeroom, personally, because we have one gem left. And if we ever want to have to redraw our floor plans, we need a gem. So I think we should probably go storeroom. So we can get... Again, it's only really the gem we need, not the other stuff. I'll give you a minute, and then I will make a decision. Oh, lent on my armrests again. Great thing about blueprints is even if you have a rubbish run, this is what I'm trying to tell myself, even if you have a bad run, you still learn stuff. Even very small amounts of stuff. Storeroom has a pawn, which we've already got. Boudoir has no chess pieces, but does have a gem. That's actually a good point. I forgot about that. My silent stream, I yell boudoir. And guest bedroom, I do not know. So I think I forgot that boudoir had a gem because of the safe. But the guest bedroom doesn't have another door. And that leaves us with only one door left. 10 minutes left, go for knowledge. I don't know, man. I can't picture if there would be one in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do boudoir. Oh, it doesn't leave us with one door. It leaves us with two doors. We've got a door in security as well that I haven't gone through. I'm going to do boudoir, get the gem, come back. So we also might have something else. Because we've got the metal detector. So yeah, I've asked for the metal detector from the shop because I figured that we might get... I'm just walking around to see if there's extras. We'll get more coins if we pick that up. Obviously, we have to pay for it, which is a bit annoying. But, okay, there's nothing I've missed here. Let's go back to the den. Oh, that's quite a lot of steps, actually. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could just go out this door. Did we do that? No, we'll go back. We've got spaces. However, we do need to bear in mind that if we somehow, by some miracle, get the other things that we need, the other chess pieces... Oh, and we have the boiler room door. Okay, we have more doors than I thought. But I have to actually get to it, and that's the issue. Gotta set some stuff up down here. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. So I need to make this go on. Here we go. But I also have to get this pipe and that pipe, which is going... How do I... Which pipe is that? Well, let's go back up. Need this pipe and that pipe. And... I can't actually see where that's going. Is that going anywhere? Oh, that goes into that boiler. That tank there. So I think I need to be up there first. Right, okay. This is not as easy as I remember. I think I'd done a bunch of stuff in a row. Or I'd already sort of solved one of them to get to the middle thing, I think. Oh no, wait, I had it open. Oh, I think I'd done it by mistake there. Right, sweet, okay. Let's see what we get. Already got the knight. I don't need the observatory. I doubt the king is in the locker room. But the locker room has a lot of lockers with lots of keys. So I could open some lockers, see if I can find anything. Darkroom. Locker might have a pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the locker room. Darkroom wouldn't have been a bad shout, but ooh, nice. Just checking for no more keys or coins just kicking around. Because there was a lot of, I think you can open any of the lockers that look like this. You can open them, and they sometimes have stuff in them. So I've got 8 keys, so I'm gonna have to pick randomly, I think. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more. I don't want to use up all my keys. Nice! Key for a key. I just ended so I can hear again. Hello, Tef. Welcome back. Jump. Ah. Well, I could turn the power off to this room, right? Because that's going through the boiler room? Oh, I don't know. That's too much for me right now. I think... a lot of my stuff's been wasted on today because I haven't really needed these. I mean, they give me gems, so that's good, but it's just like I don't feel like it's been a good balance of stuff. What, another one? Okay. Let's do this one. It pipped when the door started opening, so like when the game registered that I could get to it, that's when it started going off. See, like that. Ooh! Hello. Okay. I can't get there because this has got power. And I don't really want to go back and forth trying to figure out if I can get into it by going in the boiler room. So I'm just going to go back to the den and go through that way. Honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting out, losing all my, running out of rooms, running out of doors, or running out of steps. We've learned a lot, but I don't think we're going to make it back outside again. Unless, by some miracle, I get the last 2 chess pieces that I need. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm keeping my keys just in case I need them for things. So, down through the boiler room. So how do I... Okay, so it's this thing is powering... Yes, prioritize unknown rooms, I think so. I don't think this is getting power anymore. Oh, I see. Okay, well, anyway, that's not what we're doing right now. What we're doing is we're going through the patio. Very confusing that that's, like, ground level and then there's all of this and... Anyway, whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. Did I not do this last time? How did I get more water back? Weird. Anyway, through the den. Let's prioritize unknown rooms so we can learn as much as possible. Are you kidding? That's where the queen is. Well, I gotta take it, right? But now I have to go back through security. I shouldn't have come in. I didn't need to come in. Ooh, what's that? Is that the vault key? I thought I already had that in the cloakroom. Maybe not. Oh, but there's still something in here. Okay, so now we have the queen, which I thought was the king. How did I know it was in here? Where is it? Oh no, it's this. It is the king. I was right the first time. So I got it right, and then I confused myself. Did you not change the red crown? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So now we just need to find the king. No, queen. Is that the king or the queen? That's the king, isn't it? No, change it. Oh, I did in the cloakroom. You're right. We need the queen, which is the one we do not know where it is. So I could, the next door I go through, I could get the right one and have no idea. And pick the wrong thing. Like, I could get it as an option. So, if we go through security, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and out. So we could do it and still get to the chessboard. But I have to get the queen. And I don't know where she is. And it's so tempting to try and look it up. Courtyard is 4-room. What? Courtyard, this is a security door, so I can't get through that one. And I can't get through this one. Okay, we're gonna go through security, so we have to go back the way we came, fortunately, which is an annoying waste of steps, but it's just how it is. No, I only unlock them if they don't have power. So if the rooms are still powered, I can't get through them. I'm pretty sure that the queen isn't in the dark room, because I think I tried that before. I tried to place it on that outside and it didn't work. I have a lot of gems. I could redraw. I know she's not in the observatory, and I don't think she's in the closet. I could redraw. Yeah, I've got loads of gems. Okay. I'm going to take the vault. Because I've just got a safe deposit key. I'm going to take the vault. And I get 40 gold. So that's how we're going to get the books. We have to get the vault. There's no other way, I don't think. Okay. Right, we're going to look around for chess pieces first. Oh, look, it gives us the date. The thing's freaking out. Still freaking out. Right. There is a rook in the vault. Would have been better if it was the queen, but hey ho. Now, what was the key? 233. Here we go. I have written it down. Another extra 2 coins every morning. That's 9 now, I think I start with. That's so much money. Oh, I thought this was going to be another letter. Wait, hold on. That's a sigil. Compromised. Oh my god. What? Ray Daniels. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, I'm glad we got what we got then. I was just checking to see if any of the other ones would let me open it, but... Is that the same photo? Did they have any contraband? Wait, wrong game. It's a different necklace than she usually wears, though. That's interesting. But hey, that was definitely worth it. I'm just annoyed. Unless we get the freezer in the last door, which would be amazing. And I do have a lot of gems. I could just keep going until I get the freezer. I think it's different. The one on the outside is like that, and the one on the inside... Oh no, it is the same. It's just smaller, so it's harder to see the details. We could check the book another day and see what that means. In fact, I could do it now, because the book... So we found... The book that we found was torn, so we can't read enough of it. But it does tell us some stuff. Like... Oh, hold on, let me click on it again. The core... I think the core means it's Fenaries. The ray doesn't really tell me what that means because it's very torn. The wavy lines... Is that zigzag or a wave? I can't tell. Around this bit. This is going to be useful later. I think these symbols mean martial, so it's military. Oh, right, I was looking at the wrong place. The border is the national... This is red. Oh! Banners, Marshall, Fog. Someone's written. The exact same one was in the book. Sorry, I know you can't really see that. The exact same sigil was in the book that we found, and someone had made a note that said Banners, Red, Fog. No, Banners, Marshall, Fog. But this feels like something that's going to come up later. It's going to be like, which country is foggy? And that's like one of the puzzles. But hey, we know the rook's in here. I am just hoping and praying that we get the freezer. I don't know how much the freezer costs, and I don't know if it tells me in... Actually, it will tell me if I find it in my list. Hold on. Blueprinted, dead end, rare. It doesn't say if it costs anything. Does it? Oh, does it normally say if it costs something? What room do we know definitely costs something? Music room. Ah, so the freezer is free if we get it. And there's very low chance. So, chat, I want you to say the freezer. Talk about the freezer. Wrong way. Oh, have I gone through the door? I did. God damn it, I went the wrong way. To be fair, I'm surprised that's not happened more often. Oh, key. Nice. I have a few attempts at this. This is our last door that I can get through. So I'm hoping for the freeze... Wait, does the freezer freeze your coins, or does it just freeze your coins and your gems? I have a horrible feeling it doesn't freeze your coins. Hold on, let me look it up. I should have checked while I was looking at it just there, but I didn't I thought I was sure what it did. Yes, it's coins and gems. Okay, perfect. We want to freeze. Nope. We have 3 more shots at this. Oh no, it's a different vault key. I did put the vault key. It's a different vault key. Okay. Here's where we get stuck. Do we... I know the lab's great, but do we keep trying to get the freezer or get the vault key, go back and see what's in Vault 304, and then we just have to hope we get a vault again next time? Because, as we know with the library, we could, if we get the reading nook in the library, we have a guarantee to get a rarer room, so we could get the vault in the next run fairly easily if we have good luck. Because I'm thinking if we get the vault, and then we try and get the bookshop, but the bookshop's also a rare pull, so I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go for the vault, I think. Because what's the chances we're gonna get this again? And I can put away... And none of these are really that useful. We have enough to go back on ourselves. Do we have a chess piece in here? I don't think so. Okay, cool. Can I have my item back, please? Thank you. Right, back to the vault. New note area. What's inside each vault? Which is interesting, because that's why I was like, did I not put it back? But I did put it in the coat check. I was right. There's just more than one. But this is weird, because if this is like a family vault, then how many of these are openable, you know? Okay. Vault 304, this is our last thing we can do today, because we are out of rooms. So this is going to be the end of the run. Except I might go back and leave an item. We'll see what's in here before I leave the item. That's the same sigil. How many identities does she have? Is she a spy? That's the same photo as well. 2 upgrades in 1 stream. That's pretty great. I don't know if we'll get an upgrading disc again if we get this. Oh yeah, the security room's right there. You're right. Here we go. Okay. Gene Ribbon is not compromised, which is important to know. Okay. Give me some... Oh. I do get that a lot, to be fair. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if any of these are particularly more useful than the others, except for things like when you draft a bedroom, you get 5 extra steps, right? I don't know what the benefit of a spare green room is, other than the things that are like, you can spread more things to green rooms, you know? They obtain the color power. I think that's all they do, because it doesn't even say plus this many steps when you go in the bedroom or anything like that, like it normally would with a bedroom. So I think you just get the general power of that color. The likelihood of me getting this again to change it back to something else is very low, so I think I've got to be careful with my choice. But I'm thinking bedroom, because I have more things that give me bonuses to bedrooms than I do for other things. It's every spare room. Yeah, so the tile in my deck gets changed. The hole I don't really see the point of. The only other thing I'm thinking, though, is if I go through the secret passageway, I might get this room, and that's, like, not that great. I think I'm going to go for bedroom. What does chat think? And then I'm gonna code check the metal detector, I think. Yeah? Bedroom? Bedroom. Okay. I'm gonna do bedroom. Hello, VFig. Welcome in. Here we go. Okay, that's it. Look, there's the spare room. It's not been changed yet. Any of these rooms I haven't had yet. So that's the music room, which I don't think I've ever had. Or maybe I have. I think there was a piano thing that I was thinking about. Library. I don't know what room that is, actually. Oh, that's probably the wine cellar. Vault. Nook. Hallway. Storeroom. Spare room. Coat check? Closet. Office. Security. That's where I am. I found 2 in this stream. I think I found 4 in total. Nursery. Archives. The Nook again. A room I've not been in yet. I've not seen this one. Or this one. That's the pool, but it's full, even though it wasn't when I went in it. That's not a live feed, because those doors are closed. Another room I haven't been in, and the vault again. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the coat check and put my metal detector in, because I might as well put something in. Or do I put one of the vault keys back in it? If I put in key 233, do I get all of those coins again? Because I imagine I would, right? But also with safes. Yeah, could you get the safe stuff? Yeah, go for key 233. Because I was going to say, with safes, they stay open, but you get the gem again. I don't know. Let's find out. We might as well try. Not the allowance coin. Probably not. Okay, well that's going to be it. That's the end. We've run out of doors that we can actually open. Those 2 doors that you can see there are both security doors, and I've not got a key card and I can't turn the power off, so they're gone. But yeah, so that is going to be the end of that run. So let's see how we did. I'm going to put it on this screen so you can see the recap. Ordinary villa. What was in the tool shed? The tool shed, we got the watering can and the metal detector. But I have also requested the metal detector turns up the next time we have the commissary, or the time outside. I probably could have got back outside, but there was nothing outside for me. So that's going to be it. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, apologies that the second run was a bit less what we wanted, but we did get some good stuff right at the end. But that's how this game goes, you know? Sometimes you get stuff, sometimes you don't. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Come back and join us next week. Well, next week from when I'm recording this for the next part. Hope you enjoy. There will be a link on screen for the whole playlist if you want to watch all of the other parts as I figure things out slowly. And yeah, bye.